Hey, you don't have to pull me. The part's not going anywhere. Yuzu pulls me by the sleeve of my shirt. With such strength that it's hard to imagine it's coming from such a normally docile person like Yuzu. It's okay, don't worry about it. If you're having fun, I am too. It's the early afternoon on our day off. Yuzu and I are enjoying shopping downtown. I faintly feel a soft touch on my cheek. Yes, this is a date. Really? I don't mind. If I have to carry more, then bring it. That's true. Well, if you say that, then... Yuzu clings to my arm childishly. On my arm, a plump supple. It's a little hard to walk, but it's not completely impeding me. I like to think of it as a privilege of being a boyfriend. I get so happy thinking about it, it's becoming hard to contain myself. We could just do that normally too. Ah, being seen by the others would definitely be a problem, would it? I'm sure if we indulge in too many public displays of affection, they'd get mad. Well, that's their problem. It seems that the one who is keeping modest is, of course, Yuzu. But when we are by ourselves like this, she makes up for that, so I don't mind. Although I don't really feel that way. I can't really say that they are not doing it just to mess with me. Yuzu looks at me with a pouting face. Even that looks so cute that I want to embrace her and then tickle her. That's okay, I'm only aiming for Yuzu. Yuzu looks at me with watery eyes. Even I could tell that her heart is racing. Yuzu. I whisper to her in a sweet voice and gently raise her chin up. My image is reflected in her round, puppy dog eyes. Yuzu closes her eyes. Our faces slowly close together as we forget about our busy surroundings. A few millimeters before I reach her luscious lipstick-coated lips. My stomach growls loudly. Sorry, we were in such a good mood too. She says that for my own well-being. Once again, I'm truly glad to have Yuzu as my girlfriend. Yuzu pulls my hand while smiling. After eating at a family restaurant, we once again head back downtown. Yuzu stares at the adorned display in wonder. Whenever we go window shopping, as usual, Doryoku-related items become the main attraction. You really like Doryoku research, don't you? You don't have to apologize, and you don't have to worry about it. If you just act like yourself, it's fun for me too.
すぐ動力のことで頭がいっぱいになっちゃってます。
Isn't that a good thing? It's an important dream for you to become a researcher.
夢ですか？
Huh? Am I wrong?
そんなことないです。動力機の発明家になるのが子供の頃からの夢でした。
And in that dream, she had a vision of inventing products that wouldn't discriminate against people who couldn't use doryoku. Yuzu, you're amazing. You're always working towards your dreams. Compared to that, I'm...
それを言ったら誠一さんの方がすごいじゃないですか。
Me? Is there anything amazing about me? Compared to Yuzu, I feel like I don't have any clear goals and I just cause trouble for those around me.
難関校の樫の森学園に入学し、ずっと目標にしていた動力の発動も実現させました。
That was more of an accident than anything else. I was just lucky. It wasn't a result of putting in any effort or anything like that.
ゆず、知ってます。誠一さんが樫の森に入るためにたくさん努力したこと。動力をあと選抜戦を見事勝ち抜いて対抗戦にだって出場できたじゃないですか。その試合でも一回も負けなかったんですよ。
That was because Kamishido and Akane were amazing. I didn't do anything. Even my entrance to the inter-school tournament was just for Akane's sake. Only by chance did it end with good results.
ゆずは誠一さんがちゃんと努力したから動力を発動するきっかけも作れたんだと、そう思います。ってごめんなさい。ゆず一人で熱くなっちゃいましたね。どうも誠一さんのことになると自分を抑えられなくなってしまうみたいです。
No, don't worry about it. Rather, saying that with so much passion makes me happy.
はい、ゆずの方こそそう言っていただけると助かります。
Yuzu looks down, her cheeks dyed crimson in color. I'm sure she's too embarrassed to show her face to me right now. But Yuzu, I still haven't found my own dreams or goals in life.
そうなんですか？
Sure, I've activated my Doryoku, but that just means that this is only the starting point. How do I use my Doryoku? What should I do with it? What can I do with it? I still don't have the answers to those questions. How best to even use the Doryoku amplifier? I still haven't even started thinking about that answer.
見つかるといいですね。誠一さんの新しい目標。
Yeah, I think I'll take my time though and not rush it.
はい、ゆずも応援していますよ。ずっと誠一さんのおそばで。
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. My childhood friend who's always smiling gently at my side. For that, I am very thankful.
任せてください。これからも誠一さんのためにバンバン動力機の発明をしますからね。
Really? Then I'll be expecting them. Expecting them not to explode this time. And so, while I'm having fun on my date with Yuzu, I see someone from behind that looks familiar. Is that perhaps Shijo?
聖デビト学園の制服を着ていますし、多分そうではないでしょうか。
So it is. I don't want to see him. I don't know what he'll say to me. But I remember the worried faces of Fujimori and Fushimi.
四条さんにお声をかけないんですか？
Yuzu asks, as if she guessed exactly what I was thinking. Is it okay, even though we are finally on our date?
はい、ゆずは構いませんよ。大事なご用があるんですよね。
You saw right through me.
はい、幼馴染ですから。
She pushes me towards Shijo, forcing me to talk to him. I don't know why she looks like she's enjoying it so much. Long time no see, Shijo. How have you been?
こんにちは。
おや？あなたたちの方から声をかけてくるなんて随分と珍しいですね。
Well, it's just that we happened to see you.
そうですか。見たところお二人はデートかなんかでしょうか？
Well, yeah, something like that.
でしたらなおさら僕に声などかけない方がいいと思いますが。
I would very much like to do just that, but unfortunately, I have business with you.
用って、この僕にあなたが
Is that a problem?
ひょっとしてあなたはマゾですか
Absolutely not. It seems he's still conscious of the fact that he really wanted to pummel me once.
誠一さんにそんな趣味が。ゆず頑張りますから。
Yuzu, don't believe that so easily.
で、この僕に一体どんな用があるというのでしょ
Before that, what are you doing in a place like this?
う何って、ただの暇つぶしですよ。誰かさんと違って。
Killing time, does that mean you're looking for prey?
獲物って何のことですか
Shijo's eyes suddenly get sharper. Haven't you been systematically picking fights with every delinquent around here? What have you been doing? Fujimori and the others have been very worried about you.
彼女たちに会ったんですか
Yeah, by chance. I promised them that I wouldn't say anything to Shijo, so I don't say anything about the discussion we had.
そうですか
I don't think acting so cold-hearted towards them is good. After all, didn't you enter in the inter-school tournament with them?
ねえ、肝に銘じておきます。
Shijo ignores me nonchalantly. I try to indirectly poke around to see what he thinks of Fujimori and the others, but I can't find out what he really thinks. From what Fujimori told me, he was very much depressed, but now that I'm seeing him with my own eyes, he looks positively normal.
それより、あなたたちの方は最近どうなんです
As in?
身の回りで何かおかしな出来事など起きてはいませんか
Not particularly.
染谷さんは
ゆずの方も特に何もありませんよ。
まだこれといった動きはないようですね。
Did you say something?
いえ、何でもありませんので気にしないでください。
Now that I think about it, didn't I just ask you a similar question?
気のせいですよ。せっかくのデートの邪魔をするのも忍びないので、僕はそろそろおいとましようかと思います。
Alright, sorry for stopping you.
いえいえ、それではごきげんよう。
Shijo lets out an eerie, false smile.
ゆずたちも行きましょうか。
You're right. Just as we were turning around, I catch a glimpse of a man donned in a hood. Even in the crowd of people, I caught sight of that man clearly.
どうしたんです急に立ち止まって。
No, it's nothing. See ya.
はい、お気をつけて。
I nod to Shijo and start walking again. And just when we are about to pass the hooded man...
染谷ゆずか
Who's this guy? The hooded man asks Yuzu in a muffled voice.
はい、そうですが、何か。
見つけたぞ
What? The man quickly raises his hand, and something glints. Yuzu falls down on her butt, and a silver light flashes by her. What that man is holding is a knife. Yuzu, are you okay? What the hell are you doing? I try to lunge at the man, but something holds me back by the forehead.
エナジードレイン
Huh? The moment he catches me with the palm of his hand, all the strength leaves my body. I can't move my legs. Ah! The man loses his hand, and I lose all strength and promptly fall to the ground. He lost his hand? Run away, Yuzu! Right now, the safety of Yuzu is far more important than mine. Once again, the man turns his attention to Yuzu. He raises his knife again. Yuzu! I want to protect her, but I can't even move a finger. At this rate, Yuzu will.
死ね
フレームバースト
The moment the knife was about to touch Yuzu, flames burst out in front of the hooded man. The man throws the knife at Shijo. Shijo parries the knife with his twin swords.
邪魔が入ったか。
The man starts dashing away from us.
待ちなさい!
The hooded man weaves into the crowd of people and disappears before Shijo could chase after him. His shape immediately dissolves into the crowd.
くそ!
Shijo bites his lip in frustration and puts away his doryoku vessel. The noisy voices I hear from the surroundings. There's such an uproar here that it wouldn't be strange for it to get on the news.
この場はさっさと退散した方が良さそうですね。立てますか?
Sorry, I don't have any strength in my legs yet.
まったく世話が焼けますね。
After muttering in a disappointing tone, Shijo surprisingly lends me his shoulder.
ありがとうございます、師匠さん。
見たところ、染谷さんにも怪我はないようですね。さっさと行きましょうか。
はい、ゆずも手伝います。
I somehow leave the vicinity, being supported by Shijo and Yuzu. After heading into an alleyway where there weren't too many people, Shijo said he had something to do and left promptly. We stopped there for a while, and after I was able to move a bit, Yuzu helped me back to the dorms.
大丈夫ですか、聖一さん。まだあまり無理はしない方がいいですよ。
I'm alright now. It's not like I'm injured anywhere anyway. Although I feel lightheaded, like that time I had anemia.
それでも部屋に着いたら大事をとって検査をしますからね。
Yuzu says that in a surprisingly strong tone, but she quickly turns her head away.
もし聖一さんまでいなくなってしまったら、ゆずは悲しくてこの先生きていけません。
You're really the type who worries too much, Yuzu.
はい、ゆずは人一倍心配性なんです。だからあまり心配かけないでください。
It's okay. I'm confident that through bad luck and standing firm, I can do better than others.
そんな自信いらないです。
I'm sorry to make you worry. I gently brush her bangs and wipe away the tears collecting in the corner of her eyes. Let's go back to the dorms.
そうですね。また聖一さんに恥ずかしいところ見られちゃいました。
Yuzu finally smiles. No matter what happens, she shouldn't ever lose that smile of hers. Before you examine me, maybe we could eat first?
もう聖一さんったら。
Hey, let's go quickly. For some reason, I'm really hungry.
もう一人で歩いても平気なんですか?
Yeah, I'm fine. To alleviate her worries, I strut like Vince McMahon. Yuzu seems relieved, seeing me do that. Anyways, who was that guy? It was too much for just some random thug. Now that we are in a safe place, I straight out ask the question that's been on my mind the whole time.
そうですね。なんだかすごく怖い思いをしたかもです。
While looking a little pale, Yuzu's body quivers. Very likely that man was a Doryoku user, I'm sure of it. That's because just by being caught by him, I lost all strength in my body to the point where I couldn't even stand. At any rate, if Shijo didn't help us, it would have been really dangerous.
今度師匠さんに会いましたら何かお礼をしないとですね。
Yeah, I look forward to it. I didn't expect that Shijo would help us. This is quite the turn of events. So many things happened that I can't think straight. I want to return to the dorms as soon as possible and rest for a bit.
見逃しましたか。にしてもまさか奴自身に出くわすとは思いませんでしたね。
It's most likely a glitch in the matrix that made this happen. Because he is cautious, he'd never take one step out of his foxhole.
やはり彼女のことを狙っているのは確かなようですね。
The moment he saw her, his eyes ravished her. It would be good to warn her after this. Just knowing that is good enough this time.
さてと。
It's already very late. I'll just end the search for today. Just when I was about to backtrack, I heard the sound of shoes on asphalt. I feel several presences around me. The intent to kill is clear as day. I was intending to track the enemy down myself, but it seems that he's done me the service of tracking me down instead.
どうやらもう一暴れ必要なようですね。
I take out my twin swords from empty space. I can tell he has a wide grin on his face. If someone looked at him, I'm sure they'd see him more as a carnivorous beast than a human being. Such thoughts of self-mockery disappear in an instant as he aims his intent to kill at me. While hidden, he starts to rush towards me.